Welcome to Girl Scouts of Western Ohio's Guide to Going Gold. Today we are going to talk about the Girl Scout Gold Award. In this short training, we'll briefly review the Gold Award's prerequisites, some excellent resources available to help you as you begin to go for gold, relevant information on council policies on fundraising, and also our approval process. Let's get started. What is the Gold Award? The Gold Award is a take action project for Girl Scout seniors and ambassadors. It requires each individual girl to create and implement an 80-hour leadership project that achieves sustainable and measurable impact. Who's eligible? We call these the Gold Award prerequisites set by Girl Scouts of the USA because they are the basic qualifications you have to meet before you can pursue your Gold Award. You must be in high school, a 9th through 12th grade or equivalent. You must be registered as a Girl Scout senior or Girl Scout ambassador, and you must have completed a prerequisite. New this year, there are many prerequisites. You could earn your Silver Award, the True North Badge, the Gold Torch, the Volunteer in Training or Counselor in Training 1 and 2, the Take Action Award, the Global Action Award, or any senior or ambassador journey to complete your Gold Award prereq. The Gold Award is a Take Action project. What does that mean? A Take Action project is the same thing as a service learning project. It's more than community service because it offers a long-term solution rather than a short-term fix. There are 3 key ways that Take Action is different from community service. Take Action identifies the root cause of a community need, it engages the community's support and collaboration, and it sustains long-term benefits for the community. Are you ready to start your gold project? We have many resources to help you on our website. Bookmark the link gswo.gold. There you can download GSUSA's Gold Award Guidelines Workbook, review our council's process map to see how we approve Gold Award projects, and when you've finished your project, we have a link for submitting your Gold Award biography, which is what we use to build the Gold Award ceremony program. The other really important resource on this page is called Go Gold. You find it by clicking on the Start the Gold Award Proposal Online link. You can also sign up at MyGS on our website for free Gold Award brainstorming sessions, virtual and in person, where you can talk through project ideas and questions you may have with members of our staff and volunteers who support the Gold Award process. The most important resource for starting your Gold Award is Go Gold. This is an online tool that walks you through all of the steps for planning your project, forming a team, and it is also how you will submit your proposal for approval both to your project advisor and also to the members of our council's Gold Award committee. Go Gold will help you track your hours, your income and expenses, and is also how you submit your final report for approval. It is a really important resource for building a successful Gold Award project. As you can see, you'll be creating an account there with a login, and it will help keep you organized and save your work as you move through the steps of the Gold Award. What are the steps of the Gold Award? There are 7 steps to earning the Gold Award. Step 1, identifying an issue. Step 2, investigating that issue thoroughly. Step 3, getting help and building a team. Step 4, creating your plan. Step 5, presenting your plan and gathering feedback. Step 6, taking action. And Step 7, educate and inspire. There are tools and resources to help you complete all these steps in the Gold Award guidelines on our website and in Go Gold. Girl Scouts of the USA also has some great videos in a playlist where Gold Award Girl Scouts gives tips for completing the steps. I highly recommend you check out the videos on Girl Scouts of the USA's playlist, Go for the Gold, Tips from Gold Award Girl Scouts, found on YouTube. They have excellent advice from girls who have earned the gold on common questions like, how do I choose an issue? How do I find a project and engage a project advisor? How do I measure and sustain my Gold Award project? One of the key videos to check out is the 5 elements of a successful Gold Award project. The video goes more in depth, but these are the 5 elements that your Gold Award needs to be successful. Should address the root cause of an issue you are passionate about, demonstrate leadership, develop a solution with sustainable impact, measure your success, and show a national or global link. Within these elements, there's a few terms that we use frequently. We want to give you a brief definition to help you understand these basics. Let's start with root cause. Have you ever heard the phrase, to get to the root of something? The root is the reason why an issue or a problem is happening. There could be more than one cause. For example, auto accidents could be on the rise in your community. The root cause could be cell phone usage, poor visibility, icy roads. It takes some research to determine the root cause because often things aren't as simple as they seem. Typically, a project should focus on addressing one root cause to create a lasting impact. For example, the root causes of ocean pollution include things like oil spills, plastic debris, and the inflow of toxins. So a Gold Award Girl Scout addressed ocean pollution in a meaningful way by focusing her project on the chemical runoff from sunscreen. The second element of the Gold Award project is leadership. You can show leadership by creating something new and working with your volunteer team to make it happen. You can put your leadership skills to work by planning, making decisions, directing others, collaborating with those in your community, and motivating your team to ensure your project is a success. Leaders are those project managers that plan, make decisions, direct, collaborate, and motivate. Next, let's talk about sustainability. This is the third element of a Gold Award project. A sustainable project creates lasting change. So how do you make a project sustainable? By ensuring that a part of your project will carry on or continue to have an impact even after you have done your part and moved on. Here are a few ideas. You can recruit another organization or a person who commits to continuing or repeating your project. You can create a short video or brochures to share with the community, ensuring the resource is shared in such a way that it will be easily available to the impacted community, such as linked to a community page, the organization's homepage, or the brochures will be reproduced and regularly distributed by another organization. So here's an example. A Gold Award Girl Scout worked with a publisher to create a book that provided support and comfort to those living with cancer. She made her project sustainable by working with hospitals in the area to arrange for her book to be distributed to the cancer patients in the future. Now let's talk about measurability. A project is measurable when you collect information or data throughout the project and use it to show that your actions have had an impact on the community issue. It's really the proof that you've made a change or that impact with your project. The data might be actual numbers, but it might be observations you've tracked throughout the project. Examples: you can demonstrate a project's impact through metrics like the number of people the project helped, the number of people who got involved, data that shows the change in a community's need. You might also use an evaluation or survey of the community group impacted by your project. The final element of a successful Gold Award project is a national and/or global link. This is when you can explain how it connects to an issue that is relevant worldwide. This doesn't mean that you need to travel or expand your project across the globe. Instead, you can address a large issue that is a problem for many communities and show you how you are making a change for that issue in your own community. An example is that Gold Award Girl Scouts might address issues like poverty, obesity, depression, illiteracy, homelessness, habitat loss, or climate change, which are much larger than what's just happening in their community, but the impact that they will have will address what's happening in their community. By now, you have a solid idea about what a Gold Award project is, but it might be helpful to know what a Gold Award project is not. For example, Gold Award projects are not collection projects. So collecting food for shelter pets, for example, would not qualify for gold. When you collect food once, it's not sustainable and it's really just a one-time gig and doesn't identify and solve a root cause like overcrowding of animal shelters. While a project might include collecting items, that should not be the main or the entire goal of the project. Gold Award projects are also not fundraisers. For example, planning a 5K to raise funds for a local nonprofit or another worthy cause does not meet the standard. That's because money alone doesn't address the root cause of the problem, and money also runs out, so it's not a sustainable solution. Fundraising for project supplies and items is permissible as part of your project, but raising money should not be the main focus of your project. Also, in your role as a Girl Scout, national guidelines do not allow Girl Scout members to raise money for another organization. Lastly, the Gold Award project is not a project focused only around making, building, or beautifying things. Making blankets for a children's hospital or building a bridge for a trail at the local park are not Gold Award projects in themselves, though that could be part of a project. While these things are helpful, by themselves they don't identify and solve root causes, and they provide immediate but not long-term relief. So it's not a sustainable impact. We've put together some frequently asked questions about the gold. You can also contact the members of the Highest Awards support team for more in-depth questions or clarification. We'll have their contact information at the end of this webinar. Can my parent or troop leader be my project advisor? No, they cannot. You should work to recruit an advisor who is knowledgeable about the root cause of your identified issue. Your parent and leader are going to be great resources and some of your biggest cheerleaders, but should not be your project advisor. Can my project be less than 80 hours or cover multiple issues? No. 80 hours is the minimum for this award, and all of those hours should be focused around one main issue. Girls may not put a few projects together to make up the hours or complete a project that is less than 80 hours of their time. Can I copy someone else's Gold Award project? No. While you can use another project for inspiration, you should be finding a problem in your community that needs fixing and developing. You can review other projects for ideas, but just as no two communities have identical needs, no two projects will address those needs in identical ways. Can I complete a joint Gold Award project with another Girl Scout? No, the Gold Award is not a joint project. Girls must work as individuals, serving as the main project manager who is leading her team to complete the project. We receive a lot of questions about fundraising, so let's review a few. We'll start with the monies earned through project sales or any troop funds. Because the money belongs to the entire troop and not any one girl, the troop must vote to allocate the funds and decide on the amount. You may also use your own money, and you may receive help from your family too. However, we encourage you to work with others to earn that money. That's part of the process. Going for the gold is not meant to be a hardship on a family or an individual. When designing your project, it's important to think about creatively about how you can make a difference with little or no money. Contact your project advisor and counsel about ideas for financing the project or arranging for donations of materials and services. You can fundraise for items needed to complete your project. Fundraising for gold is similar to fundraising for other extra troop activities you might be doing, such as trips, except it will be the individual girl doing it and not the troop. There are many ideas found in Volunteer Essentials in the fundraising section, but some ideas are things like hosting a dinner, a car wash, or even a babysitting night and charging a fee. You will need to submit an additional troop group money earning project form found in the Forms and Documents section on our website to a staff member for approval of fundraisers beyond the fall and cookie product sale. Now on to donations, sponsorships, and grants. Girls can ask for donations of supplies and materials for things they need for their project from community members, organizations, and businesses. If money is being requested, an adult should work with the girl to ask for funding, and the money will need to be donated to an approved Girl Scout bank account, example, a troop account. Any amount over $250 should first go through our council. Grant applications must be vetted and approved through Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. The girl that would like us to apply for a grant must contact the program staff at least 3 weeks prior to the grant submission deadline so that we can review the grant requirements with our leadership team, who will decide if we are able to apply for the grant on behalf of the girl. Another question we get frequently is, can I use crowdfunding sites? And the answer is you can only use a crowdfund through a site overseen by Girl Scouts of Western Ohio and no other platform. Our council oversees all crowdfunding for Gold Award projects and requires girls to submit a crowdfunding application and follow specific guidelines for their projects to utilize crowdfunding. please contact our staff prior to submitting your Gold Award proposal for more information and for the application information. The next thing girls ask about is our council's approval process. You can find a link to the process map on our Gold Award section of the website, but also here's a general overview. When you submit your proposal through Go Gold, you'll be contacted by a member of the Gold Award Committee who will go over feedback on your project, suggest any necessary revisions, and approve the project if it meets the essential elements of the Gold Award. You'll then complete your project, staying in contact with your Gold Award coach to answer questions, help troubleshoot issues, and update them on the progress of your project. Once your project is complete, you'll submit a final report through Go Gold and will be contacted to set up a time to present before the full Gold Award Committee for final approval of the project. The committees meet monthly and presentations are virtual through a video platform like Zoom. The regional Gold Award committees meet virtually once a month. The South Greater Cincinnati meets on the fourth Tuesday of the month. The Central Greater Dayton Committee meets on the first Tuesday of the month. The Central Greater Lima Committee meets on the fourth Thursday of the month. And the North Greater Toledo Committee meets on the third Wednesday of the month. The deadline for submitting the proposal is the first of the month. Final report presentation dates and times are filled first comes, first serve. Thank you for taking our training. Here's a quick recap of what the Gold Award is. The Gold Award is a take action project for Girl Scout seniors and ambassadors. It requires each individual Girl Scout to create and implement an 80-hour leadership project that achieves sustainable and measurable impact. We hope you found this training helpful. Here is the name and contact information for our highest award support staff in one of our 4 regions. We look forward to hearing from you and supporting you as you go for gold. For the North, the Greater Toledo area, Rebecca Saranto. For Central, the Greater Lima area, Megan Ramey. The Greater Dayton area, Miranda Daly. And for the South, the Greater Cincinnati area, and Byram. Thank you, and please do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions.